Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers on the back of a stunning Derby Day victory. Wasn't a classic second half, but 1-0, 3 points, and victory well deserved.
Yeah, I don't know about stunning. I mean, it was second half.
I think it's stunning. Any win over Villa is stunning.
Right, okay. Well, Villa were poor though.
They were poor, yeah.
Villa were one of the worst teams we've seen this season. You know, toothless in attack. I mean, how McCormack and Bonlaw lasted 90 minutes, you know, I don't know. But yeah, no.
Missed Codger though.
I'd say, yeah. Certainly missed a focal point. But as for Wolves, I thought it was probably the most satisfying win for Lambert since he started, because they're in control. You know, they've been a bit kind of gung-ho and kind of outscoring the opposition here at Molineux, or trying to.
Sure.
But, you know, they had so much control in that second half. Carly Keamy hasn't had a single save to make during the whole 90 minutes. Now, Villa should have scored in the first half through Ross McCormack. But other than that, Keamy's had nothing to do. Danny Bart was absolutely outstanding. In fact, the whole back four were. But they've really controlled that second half. Didn't look in trouble at all. And that's more impressive for me than, you know, beating Bristol City here 3-2 with the late drama and everything. A really comfortable and composed victory, which bodes really well. And
thinking about before the game started, and you saw the team sheet, and a lot of fans weren't very happy with Mike Williamson not being involved. But fair dues to him, you know, Paul Lambert, he's made a tough decision and it's paid off. You
say the word tough. Paul Lambert's just called it one of the toughest decisions to leave out Williamson and Evans of his entire career.
Really?
He said it was horrible making the team selection. He's left it later than he normally does. He's told the players not too long before kick-off. I think he normally decides his team, you know, a day early. So, a really tough call. I mean, you know, you were looking at the two games, the point at Sheffield Wednesday and the win at Stoke, and thinking, how do you get an 11 out of that?
Sure.
Great options to have. But yeah, there were a few eyebrows raised with the team selection. I was really surprised he left Bodvarsson out for a start. And yeah, Williamson was fantastic last week. He's probably gone on the fitness line.
Sure.
You know, come back after 14 months. Is he going to be the same twice in a week?
Yeah.
So, but this is great. This is what Wolves have been missing.
Absolutely.
You know, Wolves have been struggling to piece together an in-form 11 all season, and indeed most of last season. So to now have players literally, you know, fighting for places. I mean, Lee Evans not even on the bench as well today.
But what a turnaround from a few weeks ago, though.
Yeah, exactly.
When he said we've just got to score more than them, basically, because you know they were going to let goals at the back, and now he's had a few weeks with them, and it's paid dividends.
Well, he's brought in organisation and discipline that wasn't there before. He's concentrated on Wolves' strengths in his opening weeks. As you say, attack is the best form of defence. Whereas now, you know, you've got so many options now at the back. Connor Cody's doing fantastically well at right back. You've got Oilfer and Horse still on the bench. They were great at Stoke last week.
Sure.
Bart and Stearman, second clean sheet in a row after the one at Wednesday. It's Wolves' third clean sheet in a row. I mean, these unprecedented times.
Yeah.
It's their first clean sheet at Molineux since August.
Wow.
Which is just astonishing. And Doherty was great again at left back today, and Price gave great protection. So it's all, you know, it wasn't about the attacking flair today. Joe Mason was great on that front. Costa was running through treacle at the end. I mean, I guess that's the thing that they're bringing now. You know, it's not just about the flair going forward. It's about defending from the front. And I think you might have left at that point, but Bodvarsson came on and just chased the keeper down a couple of times and got a couple of proper ovations from the South Bank for what he was doing. And Costa was literally running through treacle at the end. So it's not just about the flair from Costa. It's about the hard work that he's bringing to the team.
Sure.
You can really kind of see things coming together now.
Absolutely. And a striker scored. Unbelievable. Scenes.
Incredible. We've been waiting a long time.
Yeah.
Lights
going out.
Lights aren't going out on Wolves' promotion.
Correct. Like that transition. But yeah, delighted for
August the 20th. I've just spoke to Joe. You can read it on Monday's Expression Star. Plug. But he said the Wednesday miss from 2 yards has been playing on his mind. It's safe to say. But he took his chance really well, and I thought he had a great game, absolutely great game. He kind of had something more in that number 10 role, which I think he really enjoys and thrives in. You know, he's popping up on the left and on the right. His link-up play is great, really good movement. You know, he's getting back to fitness now as well because he's had his injury problems. I think he gives Wolves a different dimension up front.
Sure, absolutely. And just before the game, obviously a fitting tribute to Graham Taylor from both sets of fans.
Yeah, you know, really emotional actually. I'm not a fan of a minute's applause, but that was pretty much as good as it gets. It was a really stirring, emotional moment, and yeah, you know, poetic that the two teams could come together to pay tribute to him, which they did. You know, and then they didn't serve up a classic, but it was certainly an occasion befitting of the man. And he'll be delighted to see how well Wolves are doing of late.
Absolutely. Now they move on to Norwich now. Of course, they're a long way away from that top 6 or top 7, you know, all those aspirations at the start of the season. But they play a few teams in and around them now, and if they can get some sort of a run together and give themselves, you know, a distant chance with 10 games to go, then so be it.
Yeah, the players aren't ruling it out, and neither is Paul Lambert. But you know, equally, they're not going to say,
of course,
we're aiming for the top 6. Let's get there. I think, you know, they've done all that this season. Let's just let the football do the talking now. But I think there's a quiet confidence there that they can make a run for it. I mean, I'd have to look at the recent results around the country, but they're one of the form teams in the league for performances. I think they're playing some great football. They're full of confidence. You know, the way they started that first half an hour today, little flicks and tricks outside the box, great movement. They're playing with such confidence. And if they get momentum through results, which they're now starting to, then that's when you go on a long run, and you never know. So, but it's just great. It's just great to have that feel-good factor around the place at the moment. There's some really big games. We had the Stoke game, today's game, Norwich, who you call a Premier League team most years, then possibly Liverpool, then you've got Newcastle and Blues at home in February. You know, these are all big games. Once to get the juices flowing and really, you know, get something going here at Molineux, which hasn't been the case for a while. You can feel it stirring. You know, you can feel something happening.
Wolves 1, Aston Villa 0. For all the post-match reaction on this one, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.